Vánočka is a traditional Christmas bread made in the Czech Republic. It is a very delicious bread prepared for Christmas morning. This bread is filled with raisins, rum, and topped off with sliced almonds and confectioner's sugar. Enjoy! I have in here this mix of different kinds of raisins and cranberries that will make this bread delicious. The first thing you have to do is to soak them in water or some rum for at least 4 hours. Remove the water and place them on a strainer to remove the excess of water. Pour in the bowl of a stand mixer 175 grams or 3/4 cups of milk. Add 100 grams or 2 large eggs and 80 grams or 1/3 of a cup of sugar. Add 4 grams or 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 100 grams or 1/3 of a cup of a stiff sourdough starter at 50% hydration. To make this 50% hydration sourdough starter, combine in a bowl 25 grams or 1 3/4 tablespoons of water. Add 25 grams or 1 tablespoon of sourdough starter and 50 grams or 1/3 of a cup of flour. Mix all the ingredients with a silicone spatula until all the ingredients come together. Then, take the dough out of the bowl and place it on your working table. Knead the dough for a minute or two until the dough has a nice, soft consistency. Place the dough back in a bowl and cover it with a lid. Let it proof for about 4 to 8 hours or until the sourdough starter doubles in size. Use the hook attachment to mix all the ingredients and then add 550 grams or 4 3/8 of a cup of all-purpose flour. Mix the flour well with the rest of the ingredients and start adding 80 grams or 1/3 of a cup of butter at room temperature cut in pieces. After you have added all the butter, add the aromatics. Add the zest of a mandarin, orange, or lemon. I prefer to add mandarin because I love the flavor that it gives to this bread. Add 8 grams or 1.5 teaspoons of salt and add all of the raisins and cranberries that you soaked the night before. Knead all the dough for about 25 minutes until the dough is soft, elastic, and it doesn't stick to the mixing bowl. Place the dough in a grease-proofing container and cover it with a plastic lid or a plastic wrap. Let the dough proof for about 4 hours or until it doubles in size. After the proofing time, get the dough out of the proofing container and place it on your working table. Divide the dough in 9 equal pieces. Make small rolls of dough and let them rest for about 10 minutes covered with a towel. Now, roll the dough on your working table with both of your hands until you get a long piece of dough in the shape of a log. Make sure to make 4 pieces of the same size, 3 smaller pieces, and 2 longer pieces. Flour the dough before you make the braids. To make the 4-strand braid, bring the 4 strands together on the tip. Now, bring the 3rd left strand to the center. Then, bring the left strand on top of the 3rd strand into the center. Bring the right strand into the center and now braid the 2 strands in the middle. Now start again with the left side into the center, then right side, and again braid both of the strands in the middle. Continue doing the same braiding process until you finish the braid. Fix the braid well and then transfer it to a prepared baking sheet with parchment paper or a silicone mat. Use your fingers to press the braid in the center to make room for the braid that you are going to place on top. Brush the braid with egg wash so the next braid sticks well to this braid. Now, create the 3-strand braid. This braid is much easier to create. Just bring both of the sides on the top of the middle strand and continue braiding until you finish the braid. Place the braid on the top of the previous 4-strand braid and fix them well on top of the previous braid. Press the braid in the middle with your fingers as well. Brush with egg wash. And finally, make a 2-strand braid and place it on top of the dough. Hide the tips of the longest braid under the dough and fix the whole braid. Dust the braid with flour and cover it with plastic wrap. Let the braid proof in a warm place for about 4 hours. After 4 hours, your bread should have puffed up a little. Now, brush it with egg wash on the whole surface of the dough. Add some sliced almonds on top of all the surface of the dough. Place in a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius for about 40 minutes or until the bread is golden brown. After 40 minutes, get the bread out of the oven. When your bread is still warm, dust it with confectioner's sugar until you cover the whole bread. This bread is super delicious and festive. The crumb is super soft and aromatic. The sliced almonds add a nice crunch, which is a very nice option to try out this Christmas morning. Hey, thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please click on the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. To get these and more amazing recipes, go check out my website.